of musical chairs with me. Cheer up, Charlie. And today we have the amazing, the wonderful. He's a man of not one personality, not two personalities, not three personalities, but as many personalities as he chooses to have. He was recently on the amazing Game of Talent, where he tried to deceive people, he tried to trick people, and all round, his performance was amazing. So please give it up, you puppets, you dummies, and people, everyone, Max Fulham, everybody! Woo!
Hello, Charlie. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
You're most welcome.
So, if you're ready, I'll get straight into the questions.
Let's do it.
So, what age did you discover you loved to perform, and what was your first performance? Mine was I Just Can't Wait to Be King at the grand old age of 5, and it was absolutely awful.
Well, I think we all have to start somewhere. I reckon all of my first performances were absolute rubbish. But you have to encourage kids to be creative like that, because that's what makes wonderful creative people later on in life. My first performance, I always loved performing. Always loved performing. I was always performing like made up shows. Like when my parents were at work and my nan used to look after me, I used to perform made up shows at the bottom of her garden to all her friends who used to come around for a cup of tea. So I was a real pro at entertaining old ladies from a very young age.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then I did sort of dance and musical theatre, that sort of stuff. And then I found puppets when I was about 9. My parents bought me a puppet for Christmas, and I started on a journey of doing ventriloquism.
Ooh. So, can I just ask something? Are those drawings behind you? Did you draw them?
Oh, these drawings. No, there's a weird story behind these drawings actually. These are from a performance I did at the Blackpool Magic Convention, which was last year. It was one of the last things that happened before the world went to pot. And it was my show, and before my show, I decided, just like kids are given colouring in to do at a restaurant, I thought, these adults are going to be really bored sat there waiting for me to perform. So I gave a load of guys in the audience a clipboard, and I said, draw me. So I've got some portraits, and I made fun of them for their drawings during the show, because some of them made me look very strange indeed. I've got horns on one of them down there. My eyes are massive on that one up top. I've got good eyebrows on this one and a good head of hair. But yeah, that's the story behind those mad drawings. Yes.
That's cool. That's very cool. So, did you have a really supportive family growing up, who were from the arts, or they're like mine and knew nothing but were still supportive?
Yeah, so I don't come from a performing family at all. I'm the first person in the business from our family, but they are so incredibly supportive. I'm very, very lucky to have such an incredibly supportive family in all the mad things I do. And we're all still sort of figuring it out together, because it's a very wonderful, colourful, and creative business to be in.
As
That's
I can
not
see by
doesn't
your
always follow the
room.
Yes, absolutely. Very, very colourful. It doesn't always follow the standard path, and so it can sometimes take a bit of working out. So we're just sort of discovering this new world.
Yeah. Cool. So, how on earth did you discover ventriloquism? I mean, just saying, it's not like discovering you can catch a ball by someone just throwing something at you.
Yes, it's I didn't have a puppet thrown at me. That was not how it happened. But yeah, so my parents bought me a puppet for Christmas when I was 9 years old, and then I was always obsessed with puppets. And I used to type puppet into Google and just scroll and scroll and visit every website I could, looking at pictures of puppets, being like, "Wow, that's a cool puppet," because I'm a bit nerdy about these things, and that's brilliant. And I saw a ventriloquist on YouTube. Um, because I'm of the internet age. I can't be like telling some old story saying, "Oh, I saw such and such a performer on this stage," and now I just saw one on YouTube. But that was enough to sort of spark my interest, and then I watched everything I could. I've watched so much of it. I've probably watched most videos out there that involve ventriloquists,
Yeah.
because I was so fascinated by it, and I just started practicing. I taught myself, started practicing in front of my bedroom mirror, and because it was play, because I was 9 years old, it was play. So that was how it was able to develop, through fun and play, rather than me going, right, I need to practice for 10 hours today, because that's going to take the fun out of it. So yeah, it was very natural.
So, have you done any professional training?
I've done sort of like a Saturday theatre school thing locally to me. But other than that, I've done drama A level and I did drama GCSE as well. But I haven't been to drama school or anything like that. No. Uh, so I've taken a bit of a different path because not only have I not gone down the sort of formal training route, but also in what I do, it's quite a different thing to do as well. So there's no school for ventriloquists.
Yeah, yeah, there should be. There should be.
Can you imagine?
So, how many puppets do you not have, but how many puppets are you friends with? And not where does the inspiration from their personalities come from, but how do they get their minds?
Oh, that's such a good question, Charlie. I have far too many puppets. Right, this has been my hobby since I was 9, and I'm puppet obsessed, and I think they're brilliant. So I have far too many, far more than I'd care to admit. I have a wardrobe for my clothes, and then a wardrobe full of puppets, and then there's puppets in boxes and in cupboards and in the loft. It's madness.
Is that a puppet arm behind you? Have you been murdering
What?
your puppets?
This one here. Oh no, this isn't a puppet arm. That's it's a mannequin arm, but it's just in case I need a spare puppet arm. I'm joking. It's not. It's just for fun. But yeah,
Cool.
you know that there are puppets in this box here. You know, there's just boxes full of puppets. They're everywhere, Charlie. They're everywhere.
They're invading.
Yes, they are invading. They're just everywhere. And how many have like I use about 5 or 6 characters appear in my shows, my performances, and then there's a few other ones that you'll see popping up in videos and stuff. But I have lots and lots more of that. And how do their minds come about? Well, that's a really good question because I'll think, what sort of character do I want? Do I want this character to be cheeky? A lot of characters of mine are sort of very cheeky. Want to distract from me trying to put on a proper show. I'm trying to be professional at all times, and these puppets are causing absolute havoc. That tends to be their aim. But with my granddad character, oh no, go on.
Oh no, you go.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so kind. With my granddad character, I wanted to include bits of bits of my granddad who was very funny, was always telling jokes, bits of my great uncle who was a very cheeky old man, bits of people I know. Sometimes it's just that I want someone who is going to be the opposite to me, like my monkey character. This is all very strange to say, isn't it? My monkey, casually, I have a monkey. My monkey always wants to sort of, there's often quite a bit of attention, fun tension though. We don't hate each other. We love each other really, but he always wants to derail what we're doing and do something different. So it's that sort of thing. It's about creating what character plays well opposite me.
Yeah, yeah. Like when sometimes at schools we've had these road safety assemblies and they always include puppets and the puppets are always trying to tell you like just go play in the middle of the road with in the dark, that and then you'll be fun.
Puppets don't always give great advice.
No, no.
No. No.
No. So, what's your dream venue to perform in? Mine's to take the Cheer Up Charlie concert to the O2 Arena or Wembley.
That's an incredible ambition. I love that. My goodness. Well, I've performed in lots of places that I've sort of seen to be dream venues.
Yeah.
For example, Leeds City Varieties, which is an old music hall venue up in Leeds, and because I'm very sort of into all the history of variety and all of that, it was a really significant moment to stand on that stage and perform. So that was a really cool moment. I suppose I'd also have to say the London Palladium. I mean, who doesn't want to perform at the London Palladium? That would just be incredible, wouldn't it?
Yeah. In my opinion, things like the London Palladium and that, I like the Radio City concert hall in New York.
Yes, I went on a tour around that when I was in New York the other year. What an amazing venue! It's insane.
I went to watch the Rockettes there.
No way.
And I got to go backstage and meet Santa, and he took me out onto the stage.
That is so cool. I'm very jealous. I'm very, very jealous.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really fun. So you recently performed on Game of Talents, where you blew people away with your performance. How amazing was it to perform on primetime TV?
Wow, it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. And also because, it's still a bit of a weird time at the moment. Live performances haven't quite come back yet. It was incredible to be working, and then there's the sort of thing of it's going to be on prime time TV, so the pressure was really on, but
Mm.
it was a lot of fun.
Did
And
your puppets feel the pressure?
my puppets did feel the pressure, and I was just hoping that my granddad remembered his lines, because if he forgets his lines, it's not my fault. It's not my Charlie. It's not my fault. It's not my fault, Charlie. It's the puppet's fault. It's not my fault. So I know all my lines. It's the puppet's fault, clearly. But yes, it was really, really cool. And because it was a guessing game, they didn't want any of the performers to reveal that they were going to be on the show. So when I walked out, my phone started buzzing. Friends saying, "You're on the telly." And my phone just kept buzzing. It was like strangers getting in touch from on Twitter and Instagram and all of that, saying they enjoyed my performance. It was absolutely incredible to sort of feel that love after my little performance. That was really amazing. And I have to say, walking out onto the stage after not walking out onto a stage for quite a while, walking out onto the stage and standing in front of Vernon Kay, Craig Revel Horde, and Tess Daly is a bit scary. It's a little bit scary. It was like I was in sort of a very empty room at Madame Tussauds, although they were moving. They were moving. They weren't statues. They were moving. But yeah, they were there right in front of me. Very strange.
I can imagine. So, Cheer Up Charlie was born due to the bullying I received for my love of dance and song, particularly because I don't fit the stereotype of what a boy should do. I love sparkles and unicorns, but I'm still a boy, and I'm so lucky now that my voice is starting to make a difference. Now, you're young and a new generation of talent, and I see us as the change makers. So, how do you think we can change the negative behaviour that seems to evolve from the playground, especially as most of this behaviour is learned?
Oh, you're totally right. Of course it's learned. And I think therefore, the fact we know it's learned, we can unlearn it. We can start to combat that. I think education is going to be the starting point for it. And I think education in a kind way, because social media isn't the best place for that sort of thing,
No.
because social media operates in extremes. You're either one extreme or the other extreme, and there's no middle ground. There's no conversation. People just want to clash. And so it's really tricky in that sense. So starting with education and starting with real life conversations, which have been really difficult the past year, and I think that has been a tricky element to all of this, is that the past year it's been difficult to have face-to-face conversations.
Yeah.
But yeah, education, spreading happiness. I mean, if I can make people laugh in a room, and I know that in that room there are people who have very different views on something, but we're all in a room laughing together, I think that's so positive, and I think that's such a powerful thing. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
things like that. But I definitely think you're right. We are sort of a change-making generation.
Yeah. Yeah. Have your puppets ever been bullied, or ever bullied each other, or ever bullied you?
I have to say, I do get a bit of jip off the puppets. I do get a little bit, but
Any
it's
ones
it's
in
all
particular?
fine. My granddad does like to make fun of me. So does they all do. They all do. To be fair, they all like to make fun of me. But that's only part of the act. The puppets have never been bullied, and they'd be able to stop me from getting bullied, because humor's sort of my shield.
Yeah. And if Grandad ever really got offended, or ever someone ever really offended you, I'm sure Grandad would go after them. Grandad puppet.
Oh, he absolutely would. Oh yes, I would. Yeah, he would, wouldn't you? Yeah, he would. He would.
So my aim over the next couple of years is to set up a day with the industry leaders and stars, so that kids who've never experienced any form of the arts to see just how amazing it is. Do you think this could be a way of healing some of the negativity, as most comes from kids who have no knowledge or experience of the amazing industry?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. That's a fantastic idea. If you're bringing people together, exposing people to more opportunity is only going to be a positive thing. And it was a hobby for years, years and years and years. And I sort of semi thought, oh, maybe I could do this as a part-time job. So if when you get the sense that this is a real industry that you can really work in, and there are other people like you that maybe that in other environments stick out a bit or feel a bit left out and isolated. There is an environment where people are like you, they are creative, and it's a real thing that you can do.
Yeah. Yeah. So, have you ever suffered from bullying whilst growing up or in the industry?
I didn't get too much bullying when I was growing up. You know, I did dance, I did musical theatre, sung in choirs, and did ventriloquism, which is arguably the weirdest of all of those.
No, it's
But I
fun.
think I think I didn't get any major bullying. I was lucky in that sense. And I was always able to sort of make people laugh. Having humor as a sort of shield was quite a little superpower for me, and it sort of meant that I was able to diffuse anything like that. I was able to, I mean, at secondary school, my puppets used to make fun of the head teacher and all that. I was able to use humor. I mean, I believe in the staff room one day he did talk about expelling my puppet, but yes. But yeah, I was very lucky. I didn't get bullied in any major way,
Mhm.
and I always had sort of comedy and humor to be able to combat that with. Yeah.
Yeah. Fun, fun. So, now's for some funny questions.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah. And
funny
maybe
questions.
your puppets could answer some of them for you.
Absolutely. Well, would you? Well, Gordon the monkey's here. You're right. Yeah, you're down there. I'm just telling Charlie you're here, and my granddad is also here. I'm here as well. Yeah, and I'm here. Yeah, Gordon, he knows you're here. So, would you like to meet Gordon the monkey or Granddad? Who would you like to meet?
Granddad.
Oh, Granddad, I'll
Sorry,
come on
Gordon the
up here,
monkey. I'll
Granddad.
meet you
I'm coming
later.
up. Don't worry, it's fine. Gordon, right, Granddad, come up here. I'm coming up the stairs. You're coming up the stairs. There's no stairs. That's a lie. It's the magic of theatre. Oh, it's Charlie. Hello, Charlie. You're right.
Hi, Granddad.
Hello. Oh, marvellous to be here. Now, you got some questions for me because I'm doing a very serious interview on the Zoom. Grandad, get back a bit. It's not, you don't have to go that close. I'm looking at him. Yeah, you don't have to go that close though, Grandad. Sorry, he doesn't really understand Zoom.
So, what does Max get most in trouble for? Because I get really in trouble for asking random questions that have no answer, but I ask anyway. So, what does Max get in trouble for, Granddad? And what do you get in trouble for?
What do you get in trouble for?
You're gonna, you're gonna embarrass me here.
I think I am.
Right, okay.
He gets in trouble for not doing the washing up. He gets in trouble for for leaving his plate. He'll take his plate out and put it beside the dishwasher, but not in the dishwasher. Not in the dishwasher.
All right, all right.
He also, he's terrible at that, and he needs to hoover his carpet more as well.
All right, Grandad, that's enough. There's more. There's not more. That's fine. That's enough.
So, what about you, Granddad?
What do I get in trouble for? Nothing. I'm brilliant.
Do you
He
agree, Max?
occasionally gets in trouble. Well, he can get in trouble for being a bit cheeky sometimes, because when we're at shows, he can sometimes.
I'd just like to have a chat with him.
Yes, he likes to have a chat with them.
And a little flirt with the ladies.
All right, Grandad, that's enough.
If he, oh, sorry.
Don't worry, it's
has
fine.
Max ever tripped over or done anything embarrassing at a live event?
Have you done anything embarrassing at a live event? Of course he has. Of course he has. You've tripped over on your entrance to the stage.
Yes, I have done that.
There was that time that you mixed up our lines and you said my line instead of yours.
Yes, there was that.
You once
You don't need to tell all of these things.
you once did the monkey's voice instead of mine, and you had me on your hand, and that was weird. It was like an out of body experience. All of a sudden became a monkey.
That was very strange.
I didn't like it.
No, you didn't like it, did you, Gordon?
No.
All right.
So, what is Max's most disgusting habit? And we all have them, so he can't go blaming the puppet, and you can't go blaming Max on your disgusting habits, Grandad.
Oh, this is a fantastic question.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's great. I'm really looking forward to answering this one.
Oh no.
He stinks.
No, that's not true. That's not a habit. That's not a habit.
Not washing is.
That's not a habit. That's not true. That's not true.
That's fake news. That's not true. He does bite his nails, though.
Yeah, I do bite my nails quite a lot.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
That's why he hides his hand inside the puppet. Oh,
Yeah, right. All right, Grandad.
So what about you, Grandad? Do you have any disgusting habits?
no, as I said before, I'm brilliant.
No.
Well, sometimes, right, in the evenings after dinner,
I don't know what you're about to say.
don't worry, it's fine. It's not too rude. Not too rude.
All right, okay.
Sometimes after like Christmas dinner or something, because I love a Brussels sprout, get the sprouts in my mouth.
Right.
Sometimes we'll be watching something on the telly afterwards, and I'll be sat on the sofa after Christmas dinner, and I'm just
Oh no, Grandad.
and I'll just waft it in your direction.
No, Grandad, that's absolutely disgusting. I'm so sorry, Charlie. That's vile.
It's funny. So, Max, if you could eavesdrop on anyone, who would you eavesdrop on? Same with you, Grandad. Who would you eavesdrop on?
My goodness, what a good question. Who would I eavesdrop on? Huh. Who in the world would I eavesdrop on? I'd quite like to hear the Queen just talking casually, being like, "I went to Tesco." That'd be quite fun. She doesn't go there, does she?
No, she doesn't go there. No, Waitrose.
Yes, she goes to Waitrose, of course. But yeah, who would you like to eavesdrop on?
And I'd like to eavesdrop on Fiona Bruce. Fiona Bruce off the telly in the Antiques Roadshow. I like her. I like her a lot. I'd like to hear her eavesdropping about all the antiques she'd been looking at, or the news or something.
Yeah, that would be nice. But yeah, backstage in theatres is always a sort of a fun place because there's all sorts of fun conversations and gossip going around. So that would be a nice place to eavesdrop.
All right, so now's for a round of quickfire questions. I'll ask you, and then I'll ask Grandad.
Oh my goodness.
This is going to be complicated.
Yeah, but we're going to give it a go.
All right, so Max starts and then Grandad. Favourite place to holiday?
Scotland.
What about you, Grandad?
Germany, because it's easier to stay than Spain.
Okay. Chocolate or Haribo?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Text or talk?
Text.
Talk.
Last song downloaded?
Oh, I don't know, actually. It's probably something from Eurovision.
I think I downloaded something by. Sorry, I was stuck. It was Elton John.
Ah, I like Elton John. He's cool. Favorite place to eat?
Somewhere that does pizza.
Oh, yes, I like
Somewhere
pizza.
that does more pizza.
Yeah.
We'll have to get Hills to take us.
Oh,
the
absolutely.
three
Let's go
of
for
us.
pizza.
I'm not sure if Gordon the monkey would be happy if we took Grandad and not him.
I want pizza.
All right, shush.
Sorry, Gordon.
Be quiet.
So, if you could have any superpower, what would you have?
Oh, it'd be quite cool to be able to do real life magic. I'd like that.
That'd be cool.
And I'd like to be able to. I'd like to be a real boy like Pinocchio.
What was your first puppet?
Oh, my first puppet was a little boy puppet called Ben. That was.
And my first oh no, wait a minute, I don't own a puppet.
Yeah, it doesn't own a puppet.
Is Grandad the little boy Ben?
You've blown my mind, Charlie. You've blown my mind. I can't cope. You've blown my little phone mind, my sponge brain. You've blown my mind. Oh, cannot cope with that.
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Childhood book.
Folk of the Faraway Tree.
Sonny
I
by
love that
Roald
book.
Dahl.
Roald Dahl is also very good,
The
Grandad.
Twits.
But I love Enid Blyton, especially the Faraway Tree series. Yeah, they're very good. Harry Potter house.
Do you even know the Harry Potter houses?
Yeah, of course I do.
I'll go. I know mine. You know yours. Yeah, mine's a Slithergriff. I don't think that is one. Hufflin, Puffendor. No, I don't think that's it. I've uh, the greenhouse. No, that's in the garden.
No,
I think
that's Slytherin, the greenhouse. Slytherin. It's Granddad Slytherin.
Is that a good one? I don't know. He's not good on Harry Potter. I'm gonna
Slytherin's
go.
my house. Slytherin's my house, Granddad.
Oh, I'm going in the house with Charlie. Slytherin.
Yeah, let's go Slytherin then.
Sure, let's be Slytherin. We're Slytherins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Max, do you think you could give me my first ever lesson on puppets? You can use
Oh my
Granddad, or you can use
goodness.
Gordon.
It'd be a pleasure. Well, why not I get Gordon up here?
I want to come and say hello to Charlie. All right, I'll see you later, Charlie. Nice to meet you. Bye-bye.
Granddad.
See
Nice
ya.
to meet
Goodbye.
you.
See ya. All right.
Right, I'll get Gordon.
You're gonna get Gordon.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Gordon.
Gonna get Gordon.
All right, you go down there.
I'm coming up, so you better get this party started.
Right, Gordon's coming up here now. Oh, I love this unicorn. It's fantastic.
Hello, it's Charlie. Hello there.
Hello, Gordon.
Don't do that with your eyebrows. So we're going to give him a quick lesson in ventriloquism.
Ventriloquism.
Yeah, ventriloquism.
It's difficult, you know.
Yeah, it is a little bit tricky. Why don't we start off with a really easy word, which is the word hello,
Hello.
which you can say without moving your lips.
Hello.
Yeah, there we are. Perfect.
He did it. He's good. He's gonna nab your job.
So, in ventriloquism, your main difficult letters are ones that use both your lips. So B, M, P.
The unicorn's nodding.
Yes. Also, the letter F and V, because it uses your lips.
What are you saying?
It uses. I got my words mixed up.
If you can't talk, I've got no hope.
Right. So, by making those sounds with our lips, it means that we have to make them with our tongue without moving our lips. So,
You didn't explain that very well.
all right, I'll try and explain it better. Essentially, what I do is I use my tongue behind my teeth.
And this took years of practice, years and years of lonely practice.
Not that lonely.
He's got a monkey as a friend.
All right. So, for the letter P, for example, it's behind the teeth like this. P, P, P.
Can you see his tongue? That's disgusting. I can see it your nose.
Get away. It's P, 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 P.
So that means I can say Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
But that's a bit tricky. So why don't you say, hello, I'm Charlie?
Hello, I'm Charlie.
I didn't see his lips move. That was amazing. That was dead good.
I said, don't do that face.
The unicorn's loving it too.
Yeah, the unicorn is loving it as well. Yeah, and so essentially that is, you use your tongue behind your teeth to make sounds that you would usually use your lips for. And over years and years of practice,
He used to walk to school every day talking to himself.
yeah, that is true. Over years of practice, it becomes the skill.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for doing that. Say bye, unicorn.
You're welcome.
Bye.
See ya.
Hello.
I'm still here. Oh, is that Mr. Bean's teddy bear? No, go down there. Hiya.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that little lesson.
Going down here now. All right, see ya. All right.
Bye.
I'll see you later. Bye, see ya.
Gordon, you go down there.
See you later. All right.
Sorry about him.
It's okay. Thank you.
I'm
very,
going.
Yeah, we know you're going. I'm just doing the interview.
Thank you very much for that, Max. That was very fun.
Not a problem. Been a pleasure.
Been a pleasure. Yeah, it was a real pleasure interviewing you. So I've got some good news and some bad news for you.
Okay.
So the good news is you survived the interview. Whoop, whoop.
Hooray! Hooray!
Granddad embarrassing you. Whoop whoop.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Granddad.
No worries.
But the bad news is the interview's over. Aw.
Oh, no.
But at least Granddad's not going to be able to embarrass you anymore.
That is very true.
Until your next
No!
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. And then he can embarrass you till his heart's content.
And he will.
Thank you so much for doing this, Max. Thank you, Grandad. Thank you, Gordon.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
See ya. Bye.
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 That was an amazing, amazing interview. If you want to see more interviews like that, because I so want to do them, that was amazing. I loved it. Then make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications button, please. And go follow my Instagram. The Instagram. I'm not sure if it'll be there or not. That's up to the editor. Just remember, keep being kind to yourself and others, and keep letting your light shine. Bye.